If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. My name's Heather. Today we're going to be making a very easy and simple crochet scrunchie. You're going to need a hair tie, the size of your choosing. I'm just using a simple, normal sized elastic hairband that has no metal piece. It's that seamless one so it doesn't get caught in your hair. You can use a larger hair tie or smaller hair tie depending on what you'd like. You're also going to need some yarn. I just chose this color because I thought it'd be easy for you to see what I'm doing. I would say that you want to choose a yarn that's appropriate for the color hair tie you're using. If it's maybe a yellow or a lighter color, you might want to use a lighter hair color tie. Or if you're using a darker color like a black or gray or other kinds of yarn like that, I would use a darker hair tie because you don't really want it to show through on the bottom when you attach it to your hair. But it's really up to you. You're also going to want to use a hook that's appropriate size to use with your yarn. I'm using a 5.5, but you could go up a hook or down a hook size. If you go up a hook size, it's gonna have larger stitches, and if you go down in hook size, you're gonna have a little bit smaller of stitches. So it's really your choice, your project. To begin, you want to make a slip knot around your hair tie. So typically, I like to do my slip knot and make sure you leave a tail for the end to weave in. Wrap it around your fingers and tuck it through. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair tie and I'm going to place this behind it so that I can insert my hook through, through the hair tie to grab my slip knot. Tighten that up around your hook. Pull it back through, back through the center of your circle. And you're going to do a chain one to attach it to the hair elastic. You can let this tail dangle, we'll weave that in at the end. Now for this part, it's pretty much up to you what you want to do. You can make as many or as little crochet stitches as you'd like. I am going to single crochet around and see how many it takes for me to fill up this hair tie. And then I will let you know how many I do at the end. So I'm going to show you a few first, and then I'll come back later. So you want to go under and through the circle, bring up your hook with that 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both. Okay, and you're just going to keep doing single crochets all the way around. Back through your circle, grab your yarn, bring it up, you have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both. Back into your circle, bring up your yarn, yarn over and go through both. So we're doing single crochets all the way around this. Going back into the circle, grabbing your yarn, yarn over and pull through both. One other thing I'd like to actually show you is to make it easier on yourself since you're crocheting around this elastic hair tie, kind of pinch it together and hold at the bottom of where you started your single crochets. This will give you a smaller area to work through and grab your yarn to bring it up and finish that single crochet instead of having to go through this whole circle, bring it up, and now it feels awkward and you see going like that. If you make the hole a bit smaller to work with, it goes a lot smoother. See? As I'm working across my hair tie, I'm making sure to push my stitches together so there's no open space because you don't really want to see that elastic hair tie. So when you're working around, make sure you're kind of scrunching these back together so they're flush. Just like that. This little piece will be taken care of once we get back around to the end. Okay, we're at the end here almost doing our single crochets, so let's do the last few together so that we can start round 2. make sure when you're doing your single crochets that these aren't spinning around your hair tie. You want to make sure they're all in line. So now here you want to do a slip stitch to attach it to the first stitch you began with. So you're going to put your hook under the little stitch, the V shape, bring it back through and continue through the loop on your hook for a slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to continue all the way around in every stitch we made in the first round. So around my hair tie, I have about 45 single crochets covering the entire elastic. After you chain 2, your second round is going to consist of 2 double crochets in each single crochet stitch around. And you want to begin in the same stitch you made your chains in. You're going to yarn over to do your double crochet, go into the same stitch, grab your yarn and pull it back under. Make sure you yarn over once, yarn over twice. We're going to go right back in the same stitch to do the second one. Bring it up, yarn over, yarn over. Alright, into our next stitch. Yarn over, 2 in this stitch. Bring it up, make sure you level out your loops, yarn over, go back in, this is your second one. Bring it up, level out your loops, yarn over, next stitch. Go right back in here, yarn over. Second one, yarn over, go back in, yarn over. So it's going to start to take shape here, and round 3 is when you're really going to be starting to see those ruffles. Alright, I'm going to show you one more time how to do a double crochet in your stitch. You go into your stitch, right here, bring your yarn back through, bring it up. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and you need a second one, same stitch, right back in that same hole. Bring it up, got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over. Alright, I'll come back about near the end to show you how to start round 3. So this is what it's looking like so far. I have a few stitches left. I will be back at the end here. Alright, we're at the end of this round here. You're going to attach your double crochets to the first stitch of round 2. You're going to want to take your hook and slide it right here and do a slip stitch. Now, here's where you could fasten off and leave it at 2 rounds, or you can chain 2 and go round 3. After your chain 2, you're going to do 3 double crochets in each stitch around. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over, pull up. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more, yarn over, go in your stitch, bring up your hook, yarn over, go into your stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over. Then do 3 more in the next one. Yarn over, 2, 2, yarn over, and one more. Bring it up, yarn over. Alright, I'll come back at the end to show you the finished product. At the end of the 3rd round, you're going to do the same thing. Is you're going to do a slip stitch into the other side of your first stitch. And then you're going to cut the yarn and fasten it off. So this is what it looks like with 3 rounds. It's pretty big. You can mold these ruffles the way you want them. And if this is too much, you can just do 2 rounds like I showed you before. So this is a real big scrunchie. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.